All right, on this video, me and Dave are on the Provo River, and he's teaching us how to do a proper hook set when fly fishing for trout. Hook set can make a huge difference because it can increase your chances, if you do it correctly, of catching the fish, getting it all the way in, and not losing it. Where if you do it incorrectly, chances are you're going to pull that hook out of the fish's mouth, or it's going to get off when you're trying to reel them in. And this is a big deal when you get those monster fish. You want to give yourself, your highest chance to be able to bring that in. So let's go ahead and get it going here.
We're on the Provo River, and we're going to teach you how to do a good hook set. So we're bounce rigging it here. We're throwing those weights down to the bottom. We've got 2 flies on there, representing the PMD hatch that's going on right now. So the fish lay upstream and they eat. So when we go to make a hook set, we got to go to the right. Depends on what side of the river you are. No matter what side you are, your rod is going to sweep down the river.
All right, let me explain this a little bit more. So let's bring up this picture here of a river. All right, so you can see the water's flowing in this direction. Just quickly, a couple directional terms. You guys probably already know this, but this going against the current in this direction is considered upstream, and going this direction with the current is considered downstream. So when he says you always want to set your hook downstream, that's this direction. And then river right and river left are a couple more terms. I didn't know these for a long time, but the way these work, to use these, you're always facing downstream. And so when facing downstream, river right would be this side of the river, and river left would be this side of the river. So those, you might hear those when you talking with other people that are fly fishing, but you're always going to want to set the hook downstream. So if you're river right, it's going to be down into your right, and if you're river left, it's going to be down into your left.
I'm going to cast in this little deep pocket water. I've been getting a few fish in here. Fish mouths are laying upstream, so you don't want to pull the hook upstream like that if you get a bite. That's going to pull it right out of its mouth, or you're going to get a bad hookup and you'll probably lose a fish. Another thing is, people love to take their nymph rig and go right up because they're used to dry fly fishing. Again, that will hook them, but probably not as good as you want, so you can land more fish.
So like he's saying here, fish are always swimming and they're facing upstream so that the water can run through their gills, and also so they can see the food that's coming down towards them. So it's easier to pick off and eat. So what he's saying is, with the fish facing in this direction, when you see your strike indicator get hit, if you're setting your hook in this direction, if you're setting it upstream, chances are you're going to pull that hook right out of its mouth. And it's not impossible to hook set upstream and catch fish, but again, we're going for the proper way to do it that's going to give us the highest percentage, the highest chance of hooking that fish properly and getting it in.
Proper hook set is you're going to sweep your rod to the right to the abrupt stop with my wrist. Probably goes about 12 inches. That's it. Do that again. Oh, I got a bite. Set.
I do quickly just want to say, trout have fairly soft pallets, so you don't need a massive hook set like maybe a bass or something to set that hook. With it being a soft pallet, it'll set fairly easily, and that's why Dave says you just need like a 12-inch movement with your rod. I know when I get pumped up and I see my strike indicator go under, my tendency is to really yank it, and I've yanked 8-inch fish completely out of the water when it's not really necessary. So just a good solid movement for about 12 inches is all you need.
Teach us some wisdom. Putting 2 of the same fly on. 2 of the same on? One in the lower, I have 3 flies on. One is an emerger PMD. 2 of the same PMD nymphs. Size 20. Caught fish. Most of the fish on the bottom I'm going to bring too. What's the bottom one?
They work.
It's something I made up today before Diamond River.
Ooh.
So we'll see. I got to test it a couple more times. How's it going?
Fish is coming. We're natural to the environment.
Absolutely.
We're good luck. We're going to come to the
Couldn't see it great there as hook set. I think the next fish, you can see it a lot better. I think it'll show the hook set better. And that's Dave being lazy, grabbing the line and not using his net.
Why
and
you
he lost
tied?
a fish. So he's having,
Right, they're good luck.
you'll see on a couple of these, he has a hard time setting the hook, but he's doing it the right way, setting downstream. But if you noticed earlier when he said he's using a size 20 fly, so it's like a really small hook. And what he tied, when he tied the one that he did, he used an oversized bead head, and so it didn't leave a lot of the hook left exposed to be able to set the hook with. So that's kind of where his trouble's coming from here. But this next one that he hooks, I think, is a good hook set. Here we go. So watch where oh, that's the one he missed. So notice he's river right, and he's gonna set the hook downstream. So he's gonna, oh, that was a good hook set right there. Pulled it downstream, about 12-inch movement with his rod, and set that one really well. Oh man, that's so awesome. Use your net, Dave.
Look at it! You want to just look at it? Just look at it then.
Head Bassmaster. Yes. Good fish. You didn't see, but he wet his hands real quick before grabbing the fish. You always want to wet your hands so you don't pull the protective layer of on their skin off. Oh, and there he goes. Nice little brown.
Was that a fish?
Fish, yes.
You
He
didn't
missed.
think it was. I was
Oh,
filming that the whole time.
It was nice too.
if you saw, he took it. He hit it once, and he didn't set the hook, and he set it on the second take, and
Probably 16.
he had him hooked, and then it got off. See if he gets another one in the same hole. Right there. Boom, boom. Oh, that was a good
Whitefish?
shot.
No, I said nice fish.
With
Oh.
the take.
15-ish?
Get your net out, Dave.
Fouled.
Oh,
That's wrong.
Foul
I have
hooked.
7 rods in my car. Oh!
Was that a fish?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Saw it go under.
I don't think it was. I got more weight on now. I'm gonna get one though. I'm gonna get one right in here.
I think this is the last
On your left?
fish that he
Get one to
hooks.
the left. I'm gonna actually not pull it until you're ready because there's a really high probability. of it.
He's calling a
I'm
shot,
ready.
saying he's going to get one here on the left. It's Babe Ruth of fly fishing.
Nope.
Right here. Here it comes. Watch the hook set.
Oh! Whoa!
See, that's an interesting one because he hooked it. It hit so close to his body, he had to make sure his line was tight and really pull downstream.
Ah! Shoot!
And he lost it. He needs to get the right bead size on his hook.
Shouldn't fish 4.5X ever. 3X and 4X straight.
So that's it for this video. Setting the hook. If you have any questions or any comments, let me know in the comment section. If you have any suggestions for another video, a skill to teach, let us know. Thanks for watching.